like Nike, we got it on lock.
One of the many popular new fixtures near the Strip. This is Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Today, a pair of rivals from the AFC West between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. He brushed him off with ease. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. John, well done there.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run here with Amarion Hampton. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Makes the catch. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third down, here's Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That's a pickup of 9. And it brings up an LA first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Now an inside give to Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Herbert now, blitz coming. Has a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And he takes this in, touchdown Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
That's their own 24-yard line.
Ready, set.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Gabriel. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Raiders first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Gabriel, 1st and 10. Man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
First and 10 at the 42.
Gabriel to the air now. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. Touchdown! The Raiders finish off their opening drive.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early, but put a fear of God into this defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
It's all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted. To stopping the quick pass, became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Throw is there for Rondé Gadsden. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hitting stops quickly. The catch moves him to the 48. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
They'll toss it to Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Kappa. Hey, ram.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That one's complete. Baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning a game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, it's sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
1st and 10, Herbert. Escapes the pocket. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
It's Hampton on second. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chargers will have a first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on first. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers break the tie here in the first. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Gabriel. Throwing the out route complete. Rolling into enemy territory. Running down the left side. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders make it a 1-point game. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
His return starts at the 5, and he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Has him running the comeback. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hinton gets the handoff. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They have 2nd and pretty long here.
Hey, Ram. Ready.
Herbert from the gun. Got along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Into the hands of Ganson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
A gain of 19.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hampton gets it from the pistol. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Escapes the puck. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
3rd and long for him here. Catch made. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. And the first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
45, White.
Working from the gun. It's Gabriel. Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Give them an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
33-yard line.
Ready. Let's go.
From the gun, Gabriel. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line.
Ready, ready, ready.
Running from the pistol here with Jency. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
And a nice return out of them. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Set. Hey, go line.
Running it with Hampton. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
21.
To throw, Herbert. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Ready.
Herbert now off the play fake. Gets everything he has under this one. Caught near the pylon. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a second quarter lead.
Dicker for the extra point.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 14.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Zone read, they'll get it to Genty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Here we go. Set.
Gabriel here from the gun. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's making the house call. Pick 6 for Los Angeles. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talked about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Johnson with a return here. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Set.
First play is going to be again to Jency. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 7.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. It's the Raiders with a 2nd and 7.
Blaster, 6. Down.
Gabriel now. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jency. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Come on, set. Ready?
Here's Gabriel, 1st and 10. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. And now they face 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He's running with it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Ready.
Gabriel now to throw on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders make it a one-score game before halftime. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Raiders 21.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 37-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Escapes out to the left. He's going to keep it this time. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches.
At the Raiders' 35-yard line.
Taylor tight.
Herbert to throw once more. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Now Herbert again. This one's complete. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Offense to the line fast.
That's another Chargers.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Set. Grenade. Drop. Twelve.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Raiders closing in, and down he goes. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 3rd down, Raiders going with some dime coverage here.
Captain. Hey, Ray. 59. Out.
So without a timeout to call, this winds up as a delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Here comes the final play of our first half.
10 cycles. Here we go.
He's back to throw. He's dropping deep on this snap. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10.
Come on, set. Black foot, hut.
Pistol snap, Gabriel. Short pass brought in. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. And off to Jency. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Holding left side. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Slide through. Set. Ready.
Throwing now. Another shotgun. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
37-yard line.
Let's go.
We give up the guts. It's Jency. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Yellow, 20 seconds.
Another give here to Jency. Defense followed the ball perfectly on that zone read and close in on him for a loss. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are we doing? 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Jency. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Ready.
First down, and they go right back to him. Calling around 3 on the play. They're set up with 2nd and goal from the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready. Yellow, foot, hut.
Gabriel to the air now. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders tie us up 28-all. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. Got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
He finds Johnston. He's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Hey, ram.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Back to the air, Herbert. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That's Harris on the right side. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So rather than try a tough 51-yarder, they're going for it on 4th down.
Set. 59.
Trying with Hampton. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got it by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Set. 380. Go.
Again, it's Hampton. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
21. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Herbert from the gun. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
380.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Gets this one to Harris. And they take him down right along the 30. Cameron Dicker out for the Chargers now to attempt this field goal. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder.
47-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there. And they've taken back the lead.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go. Hut.
Gabriel, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Working from the gun, it's Gabriel. Brought in by his back here, it's Jency. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Set, ready.
Here's Gabriel, 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
Gabriel here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when...
That's grabbed inside the 30. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
39 yards. And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Ready?
1st down, Gabriel. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Set, drill, green. 6, 10.
From the gun, Gabriel. He'll get this to Tucker. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
3rd down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Gabriel now to throw on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Ready, set.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Down. 45. White. Set.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Unity. 21.
Here's Hampton to open the drive. They'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
And the Chargers.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
59. Set. Stop. Set.
Herbert with a blitz coming. It's on the in route. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hampton now up the middle. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
The one defender failed. His buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Trying for the deep ball. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Breaks the tackle. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Gabriel's going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a bunch here up past the 25 before somebody gets to him. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Ready.
Giving this to Jency. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Gabriel. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it. Right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football, just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, he ate up a ton of yards.
Ready.
3rd and long. It's Gabriel. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. And he gets it away from his end zone. The return begins on their side of midfield. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Set. 380.
Herbert back to throw. Getting out to his left. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. As a man, it's Lambert Smith. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on a big play down to the 19. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10, here's Hampton. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On the counter, it's Hampton. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Set.
It's Jones on the toss. Ooh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line. They'll win that battle.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4th. Hampton gets the handoff. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. 2 yards on the pickup. And now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown. 1st and goal coming up.
Los Angeles.
Set. Deltas up. Ready.
They'll run with Hampton. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Set. Lion. Go.
Trying again with Hampton. Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. Got some whistles here. Officials calling for a stoppage. Injured player, it appears. And that is their running back, Omarion Hampton. So they managed to keep possession. They've got 3rd and short now.
Set. Ready.
Jones. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
You want a little rhyme time, Kate? You want some of my lyrics? Here you go. That was a toss that ended in a loss, and what it will cost is going to be this possession as they now face, wipe that smile off your face, an extra long 4th down.
Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
As this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over 1st down at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. He'll look to throw it. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Set, ready. Set,
Here he is to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
60 red. 60 red.
Back to throw. That's taken in by Tucker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Raiders Moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
Las Vegas, first down.
Setting up to pass. It's a kickoff of 11. And that's good for Raiders first. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the double.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down.
Cut.
Pistol snap, Gabriel. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Chargers make the play that should win them this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs play in